Hello friends, welcome to Introduction to Entity Framework. So, what is Entity Framework? It is an object relation mapping tool, ORM in short. It loads data from database and stores it in the memory to operate on it. It is used to eliminate or remove the need of data access code like insert, update, select statements. This is also known as translation layer. Hello YouTube, welcome to tutorial for Entity Framework. We start by creating plain service solution. The way to add Entity Framework is we open a CS project file and add this line in there, and we are using 2.2.6 version of Entity Framework. Now open up app.settings. Add a block called connection strings here in app settings. Then add a data context, give proper name, and after that provide a data source with connection string. Here in the project and add a context to that. So whatever name you put in this app settings.json, we put it the same name here, inheriting or implementing from DB context. Then we have to create this constructor voice context, and so the list of objects that we want to return, we put it as the DB set. So there are like 4 tables in my database, but I have just put one table right now. I have put coach table here, and for the coach table, to get the data, we need a C# object like beans in Java, and then we point it to table coach main. This coach column coach ID will be contained by this coach ID. Just made a small change here, and then coach name string. After that, we need to write a controller, so coach controllers will be fine. So we inherit a controller from controller base, then make an object of the context. We pass the context in the controller, and then from whatever table that we have created the C# objects of, we create the endpoints for like this, and as you can see, this will point to API coach. So this will get app coach, and this will be a get because we have put HTTP get here. So likewise, this path will be API coach and integer, and this will be a HTTP get, and this 5 will come in as this ID, which will be passed in as this. So let's put long here because we have put long in the coach class. So likewise, so that will be a put because we have HTTP put. So I had little problem with my project earlier. So as you can see, we started with 2.2.6, but now it's updated to 3 since we are using .NET Core App 3. So what happened was, after I started adding code in startup.cs here, so I added this service configure cookie policy items, same site mode none, and service add DB context, use SQL Server, configuration connection string voice context. So it started throwing this error saying that does not contain definition for SQL Server, no access no accessible extension method for use SQL Server, so it was giving me squiggly lines. Then what I did was I went to Tools, NuGet Package Manager, and NuGet Package for Solution. So when I came in, it had like Entity Framework 3, update to Entity Framework 3, and I updated, but still the error didn't go away. So this error didn't go away in startup.cs. It was still having the squiggly line. Came to do this install package from our package manager console. I went and installed Entity Framework Core SQL Server version 3.0.0, and then the squiggly line went away. Today I wanted to talk about some pitfalls that I found in Entity Framework. I should have paid more attention. So as you can see, I have added a little more classes here with our C# beans or whatever that is. Now I want to show you something. So when I started using this participant dataset, I put in key for the wrong column. So the correct key was participant ID, but I put key on participant first appear column. Now what happened was it didn't give like any error, but it had a logical error where it repeated same records the number of times the records are present in the database. So this is what happened. Now the other thing I found out was like, so when a table has a composite key, so this table is, let's go to episodes. So what happened was episodes have composite key, and I started putting key like this, but this is not the correct form of doing that. The correct form is go to the context and use Fluent API and use composite key like this. So this is how you put composite key. Now after these errors were fixed, let's see, starting text time. So API, let's go. So let's do coaches. So now it's working. Let's do episodes. So now the episode is also working, and now as you can see the participants is also working. These are different participants, not the single participants being repeated multiple times.